to YouTube, and instead of using the embed code, what I want to do now is actually grab the URL or the link. This link is the same as this link right here. So I'm really grabbing that one. And what I want to do is copy that again. Go ahead and copy that. Go back to my message. Now notice this little tab here says insert or edit a link. In other words, I've highlighted this right here, this little statement. I now want to create a link back to the YouTube site in case they strip off the video. So what I do is I click right there, and then where it says link URL, I just simply do a paste, a Control C or a Command C, or a Command V rather, or Command V for paste, or simply just come up here and hit paste. And then it'll paste the link in there. You just simply hit insert and you're done. Notice that the link changed colors a little bit. Now it's a little purple. And let me just kind of delete that space there, move up. Now, let's go back and see what this looks like now. Let's go back to preview one more time. And let's go ahead and scroll down. And now you can see that they can click on the video. But again, if the video gets deleted, which tends to happen, sometimes the mail servers will strip off the video, the link always goes through. Now notice that as I mouse over that link, I want you to notice what changes down here when I mouse over that. Can you see that? Can you see how this changes? Keep your eyeballs right here. Can you see that? That means if I click on that, it'll take me to the video. So even if they whack or take off this video, I'll still have that link so people can still see the actual video. Now there's one last thing. This is the bottom. There's one last thing that's missing. Anytime you're sending out a newsletter to your list, one of the things you have to do is include a unsubscribe option. So let's go ahead and add that little element. And what I typically do is I just add a little dash and say to unsubscribe, click here. And then I just add a personal message. If you do, I'll miss you. Okay? Nothing says you can't have fun with the internet. Now I can add a heading and make it fancier using borders, but let's keep it real basic for right now. And then I just click done. Now notice that I have the text element and I have an unsubscribe element. Now let's go look at our newsletter one last time. So as I scroll down, we see the headline I put in, the video using the embed code, and then we got the title, or rather the link in case the video gets stripped off, but notice that now it has the unsubscribed link. Alright folks, we are now done creating the actual newsletter. So you click done. Now, we have to go over here. Now notice that here's our video, here's our message rather. What we want to then do is come over to bulk messages. So let me walk through this slowly. We first created the message. Now that the message has been created and the elements have been filled in, the video and the link, we now want to send it out to the folks. Now, when you want to send something out, creating a message and sending it out could be two different things. So you always want to give your message a name when you send it out. Now, one of the things I noticed about the software that is if you have 5 messages in the pipeline here, these are the last 5 messages, you can actually see when they were last sent. If you try to add one more, for some reason, it only allows you to add up to 5. So what I usually do when I get this message is I usually delete the latest one I sent, or rather the earliest one I sent. I just go ahead and delete that, and I get the OK going there. And then what I do is I now click Add, and it'll now allow me to add the 5th one. This is probably the most important phase of the actual process, because here's where we're going to give it the name, video. Again, if you've been rejected, watch this. Okay. Now, what's your email address? Mine is victor@salesinfluence.com. What's the message? Now you click there, and let me do that again. I did that too quickly. You type in your email. Now what we have to do is attach the actual message, or the newsletter in this case. So let's go back and look for that. Remember I had 1 to 59? And then I added one more, which gave me 60 messages. And remember, it was right after the Albany workshop, and there it is, video. If you've ever been rejected, watch this. So now we select the message, the newsletter, the message that's going out. You go hit select on that, and it puts it right there. Now, The software is incredible in the sense that it allows you to include or exclude people who should or should not receive this. For example, you may have a membership group and maybe you only want to include them. You may have customers. Well, maybe you don't want to send it to your customers. It's only for your membership list, okay? You can have subscribers. You can have people who've contacted you or people who've signed up for your newsletter. I'm not partial. I send it out to everybody. Now, once this is done, I want you to keep your eye on this right here. Notice that it's black right now. Now, here is the magical moment. As soon as I click that send button, it's going to send out the newsletter. So let me go ahead and click that, and notice that this is turned blue, indicating that the email has been sent and is ready to be mailed out to your customer base. You then simply clicked out done, and when you're done, that's it, folks. You just log out and you're done with the whole process. And again, what you want to do now is go back into your email after about maybe 5 minutes, if that, and check out whether or not you received the email or your customers. You're always going to be getting a copy, so you should see what it looks like. So let's see if we can come back in 5 minutes and see what that email looks like.